Hey guys, what's up? Abomination9 here, back playing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. It's been a while since I played this, obviously. But a new set came out today, which I didn't even realize, because I guess it came out after I actually signed on today. Which, it's called Galactic Origin, obviously. And I haven't really looked at most of the cards. It seems like it's a big box, since we have like 8,000 Ultra Rares here. We haven't really looked at it past the little intro they give you when you log on, so I don't know what's in here, but you know what, I'm not even going to look at anything on here. We're just going to buy 20 packs, maybe 12, or 22, I mean. I might get 22, who knows. We'll start with 10. Just diving right in, like I said. Don't know what's in here, we're just doing it. Single Karibo, so we're getting garbage this time around. Ally of Justice, Reverse Break. If a face-up light monster is on the field, destroy this card. If this card attacks a face-down defensive position monster, destroy the monster immediately with this card's effect, without flipping it face-up or applying damage calculations. That's okay if you can force something into face-down defensive position, but if a light comes onto the field, it instantly gets destroyed, which is unfortunate, and its attack and defense are pretty subpar as well. Gladiator's Return. Target 3 Gladiator Beast cards in your graveyard, shuffle all 3 targets into the deck, then draw 1 card. That's alright. Colosseum, Cage of the Gladiator Beast. Place 1 counter on this card each time a monster is special summoned from either player's deck. All Gladiator Beast monsters gain 100 attack, 100 attack, 100 defense for each of these counters on this card. This card would be destroyed by a card effect. You can discard 1 Colosseum Cage of Gladiator Beasts to prevent this card from being destroyed. Alright, that's alright, I guess. It's a Gladiator synergy. I don't know anything about these Gladiator cards because I don't have them. I haven't looked at this set at all. There's no limit to the number of cards in players' hands. It's okay, I guess. It's weird, but okay. Cybernetic Cyclopean? Yeah, Cyclopean. Subpar, but when you have no cards in your hand, this card gains 1,000 attack, which would be make it a 2,400. Which is not bad if you have some way to empty your hand constantly, I guess. And Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Buffalo. Its attack is above average. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send a total of 2 Fire Fists / fire formation cards from your hand and or face up on your side of the field to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only use this effect of Brotherhood of Fire Fist Buffalo once per turn. I guess, because you have to get rid of 2 just to get 1 of these out of the graveyard, which is meh. Especially if you're taking them off of your field, that's completely not worth it. Unless you need to get rid of them because they have masks on them or something. A cursed mask or masks of the accursed, I don't know what they're called. Ally of Justice, Enemy Catcher. It is extremely subpar because it might be an 1818, but it's also a 1 cost as well. So 1 cost 1818 is subpar, but when this card is normal summon, you can gain control of a 1 face down defense position monster your opponent controls until the end of this phase. Meh. Situational, I guess. Elemental Hero Marine Neos. It's pretty decent. You need Marine Dolphin and Elemental Hero Neos, which actually makes this not worth it for that amount of attack and defense, because Neos is a double summon as is. He's a tribute summon. So you're using a tribute summon card on top of whatever that dolphin, Marine Dolphin is. Marine Dolphin might be a tribute as well, but must first be special summoned from the extra deck by shuffling the above cards you control into the deck. That's okay. It's just a shuffle, I guess. Once per turn, you can destroy 1 random card in your opponent's hand. Okay, that actually makes it kind of worthwhile. But you have to have like a heavily focused Neos and Marine Dolphin deck to use this, I would say. Gladiator Beast Murmillo. It is subpar, but when this card is special summoned by the effect of Gladiator Beast monster, target one face-up monster, destroy that target. At the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, you can shuffle into the deck. Special summon one Gladiator Beast monster from your deck, except Gladiator Beast Murmillo. Alright, that's a pretty good card. Oh, triple Creeps with a wink into Mega Creep Explosion. With a blue tint, no face though. LA of Justice, and Nullifier. It's okay, it's average. Effects of light monsters that battle this card are negated. That's okay. Pyramid of Light. If this face-up card is removed from your side of the field, destroy Andro Sphinx and Sphinx Talea on your side of the field and remove them from play. Okay, what does this do? Do those cards combo off of this for some reason? So super rare here. Thanen the Great Sphinx. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except by paying 500 life points when both Andro and Talea, whatever, on your side of the field are destroyed at the same time, which would be the Pyramid activating. At the same time, then you can special summon this monster from your hand or deck. When this card is special summoned successfully, pay 500 life points to increase the attack of this card by 3,000 points until the end of the end phase. Alright, it's situational and it's pretty good. I mean, this is probably a pretty strong deck if you're running all the cards necessary, though I haven't seen Andro or Talea yet, so we'll have to see. Secret Guard of the Ice Barrier. Cool, more Ice Barrier cards. Subpar, but its defense is average. Face-up, Ice Barrier monsters you control cannot be targeted by the effects of your opponent's effect monsters. It's okay. Ally of Justice Reverse Break, which we've seen this one just happens to be hollow. And the Grand Jupiter. This is a double cost. Subpar, technically. Once per turn, you can discard 2 cards. Then, target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Equip this face-up monster to this card. This card gains attack equal to the combined original attack of the monster equipped to it by this effect. Once per turn, during the end phase, you can target one monster card equipped to this card by this card's effect, special summon it to your field. Alright, so this card's pretty broken, honestly. And it's only a double summon, I guess. What is it, Dark type? You could summon this by... easily summon this if you had the... I forgot what they're called, but we'll call them like the Gemini ghosts or whatever, but there's a couple of like ghost guys that are able to be used as 2 tributes for a tribute summon. So effectively you only need to use 1 card to tribute this guy. Life Absorbing Machine, which I think I have this card in real life. During your standby phase, gain life points equal to half of the total life points you paid during your last turn. Gladiator's Beast Respite. Shuffle 2 Gladiator Beast cards from your hand into the deck, then draw 3 cards. And another Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Buffalo. Triple Creeps. Whoops. Ally of Justice Thunder Armor. It's pretty strong. This card cannot be spell summoned while you control this card face-up card. During battle between an attacking Ally of Justice monster you control and a defensive position monster whose defense is lower than the attack of the attacking monster, inflict the difference as battle damage to your opponent. Meh. Brotherhood of Fire Fist again, and another super rare Gladiator Beast Nerokius, I guess. 3 Gladiator Beast monsters. Must first be special summoned from your extra deck by shuffling the above cards you control into the deck, which is just 3 gladiators. Cannot be destroyed by battle. This card attacks or is attacked. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step, which is kind of the thing that those gear robots do that the professor uses. At the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, you can shuffle it into the extra deck, special summon 2 Gladiator Beast monsters from your deck. Which, why would you want to do that? Why wouldn't you want to keep this guy on the field constantly, since he can't be destroyed by battle, and cards can't be activated until after the damage step if they're going to try to kill it with one. So that's pretty good. Pretty good card. Alley of Justice Nullifier, Neospatian Twinkle Moss. This is pretty interesting. I would want a couple more of these, maybe. This card's name is also treated as Neospatian Glow Moss. This card cannot be special summoned except with Nex. When this card attacks or is attacked, draw one card. Reveal that card, and based on its type, apply the proper effects. If it was a monster and the battle phase, which I mean, I assume that means just the battle phase gets completely stopped there, nothing happens, nothing transpires. A spell, you can change this card's attack to a direct attack, or if it's a trap, this monster is changed to defensive position. It's interesting. Argenix Accelerator. It's actually pretty good. The attack is just a tad under average, but the defense is way above average. When a Gen X monster is added from your deck to your hand, you can reveal that monster to special summon it. That is super good too. Single Karib. Been going for 11 minutes now. We haven't even gotten through the first 10. Gladiator Beast, a Battle Halberd. Equip only to a Gladiator Beast monster. When it attacks, destroy one spell or trap card at the end of the damage step, which means yours if there's none on your opponent's side, which that's a double-edged sword at that point. When the equipped monster is returned from your side of the field to the deck and this card is sent to the graveyard, return this card to your hand. Gladiator Beast, Demakari? Average, I guess. If this card was special summoned by the effect of Gladiator Beast monster, it can attack twice during each battle phase. At the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, you can return it to the deck to special summon one Gladiator Beast monster from your deck, except Gladiator Beast Demikari. Or Demikari. Gladiator Beast Bestiary? Bestiary? This card is special summoned by the effect of the Gladiator Beast target. One spell to trap card on the field, destroy the target at the end of the battle phase. This card, blah blah blah. Same thing that all the other ones do. And it was subpar. Cigar to the Ice Spear again. Bottomless Shifting Sand. At the end of your opponent's turn, destroy the face-up monster with the attack with the highest attack on the field. During your own standby phase, if you have 4 or less cards in your hand, this card is destroyed. So why wouldn't you just have like 3 of these on the field? Never play anything else other than... Don't play any monsters, just have 3 of these on the field constantly to always have your opponent's monsters get destroyed. Gen X Searcher. Average. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Gen X monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck in face-up attack positions. Alright. Yeah, back to that previous card, you could use that... Where is it? This one. You could have something with super weak attack, but really strong defense, and just have that blocking, and just constantly have Bottomless Shifting Sand killing it over and over again. Anything your opponent summons. So that card's pretty good, but of course we have the 2 super rares here. We got the Great Sphinx here and the Gladiator Beast Nerokius. I said it right earlier, didn't I? Nerokius? Nerokius. Yeah, Nerokius. Alright, let's get another 10. Oh, Triple Creeps with a wink into Explosion right off the bat. With hieroglyphics and a yellow tint, and yeah, expecting an Alexa Bam as well. Sweet, we got Elemental Hero Marine Neos, so that's the second one of those. Oh, we got a ritual card, which means it's probably that Queen Dragon. So I saw that on the little info they show you at the beginning. A Gladiator Beast, a Battle Halberd. So the first card there on the Ultra Rares underneath, if you can see that first blue card is probably that. Yep. Sapphira, Queen of Dragons. It's a Ritual Summon, which you can Ritual Summon this card with I can't see what that says because it's so small. I'm so far away. Hand of Lights. During the end phase, if this card was ritual summoned this turn... Okay, so you can summon this with a light ritual as well. Because I think there might be a ritual card that can summon any light type. And if a card doesn't specifically say you have to... Like, if a card says you have to summon it with this ritual, then you can only use that. You can't use the special ones. But this just says you can ritual summon this with whatever that says of lights. So that means you don't need that ritual card to use summon this card. Alright, this card was ritual summoned this turn, or if a light monster was sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard this turn while this card was face up on the field, you can activate one of these effects. Draw 2 cards to discard 1, discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand, or add 1 light monster from your graveyard to your hand. You can only use one of these abilities per turn. Yeah, so it's pretty good. Not bad, and it looks cool. Triple Caribs again. With hieroglyphics and a blue tint design with Alexa Bam. Remove Brainwashing. Control of all monsters on the field return to the owners. It's alright. Gladiator Beasts Battle Gladius. Equip only to a Gladiator Beast monster if it gains 300 attack when the equipped monster is returned from your side of the field to the deck. And this card is sent to the graveyard, return it to your hand. It's alright. And another ultra rare, which I was expecting. Neo Flameveil Saber. Subpar, but the Flame Veils are a card that I've come across before. There's a Dragon Flameveil that I don't think it kills. I think when it attacks, it does bonus damage or something. I don't remember. While your opponent has 4 or less cards in their graveyard, this card gains 600 attack. While your opponent has 8 or more cards in the graveyard, this card loses 300 attack. So that means this is actually 2100 right off the bat, turn 1. And as long as you stop, or as long as you can keep them from adding more cards to their graveyard, it's actually pretty decent, which you would just have to have cards that send their cards from the graveyard back into the deck, because there's a bunch of cards that do that. Or maybe even banishing them would be better, honestly. Just banish anything they send to the graveyard. So it's a pretty good card. So that's 2 ultra rares and 2 super rares so far. It's pretty decent. Infinite cards, okay. Bottomless Shifting Sand, again, that's nice. I much appreciate having 2 of these. And a fusion of Gladiator Beasts Esadari. 2 Gladiator Beasts must first be special summoned from the extra deck by shuffling the above cards you control into the deck, which that's all this does. So it's just a fusion summon that can be fusioned with anything, and it's a 2500, which is pretty decent. You can slap a fusion weapon on this as well to turn this into a 4000, if not even higher. 4000, 5500, 7000. I think you can boost this up to with 3 fusion weapons, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a pretty good combo stuff in here. Elemental Hero Glow-Neos. So this is the person that said it's had its same name. The other Twinkle Neos apparently counts as this as well for some reason. So you need a Glow Moss and a Neos. Must first be special summon by shuffling the above cards you control into the deck. During the end phase, shuffle this card into the extra deck once per turn. During your main phase, you can target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, destroy that target, and then apply the effects based on its type. Monster, this card cannot attack. Spell, this card can attack your opponent directly. Or trap, this change this card to defense position. This card's pretty good. Gladiator's Return, and another Gladiator Beast Bestiary. Or Bestiary. Bestiary? I don't know. Gladiator Beast Demakari. Gladiator Lash. Activate only when you special summon a Gladiator Beast monster. Your opponent discards 1 card of their choice. It's pretty good. Refusion. Activate this card by paying 800 life points. Then target 1 fusion monster in your graveyard. Special summon it and equip it with this card. When this card is destroyed, banish the equipped monster. It's pretty good. Alexa face for some reason, even though it's only a single Karibo and no special tints or anything. So we got a third Elemental Hero Marine Neos, so that's pretty cool. We got a third Bottomless Shifting Sands, which I appreciate, and Fire Formation Tenken Hollow. Activate only during main phase 1. When this card is activated, target 1 Beast Warrior type monster you control. During this phase, its effects are negated. Also, it is unaffected by the effects of cards other than this card. This apply even if the card leaves the field. All Beast Warrior type monsters you control gain 300 attack. That's okay, I guess. Triple Caribs with yellow tint and Alexa face, but no BAM. A Duel with Dark Ruler. This card is always treated as an Archfiend card. If a level 8 or higher monster under your control was sent to the graveyard this turn, special summon 1 Berserk Dragon from your hand or deck, which we haven't seen one, but hopefully we get one this time around. We have a Parry. Return 1 Gladiator Beast card from your hand to the deck, and to get the activation and effect of a trap card and destroy it. And a fusion type that is UFO Roid Fighter, which its attack and defense are question. This is a super rare also. So we need 1 UFO Roid and 1 Warrior type. A fusion summon of this card can only be conducted with the above fusion materials. Material monster. The original attack and defense of this card become equal to the combined original attack of the 2 fusion material monsters you use for the fusion summon of this card, which I assumed. Which is pretty good. No, it looks so weird, because is that a... I think that's a hero fusion monster just riding a UFO, which is weird. It doesn't make much sense. I don't know. This card's weird. It's a good card though, just because of the whole fusion thing. Though I don't know how much UFO Roid attack is. It depends on that, because you only can get so much out of that 1 warrior card. Allied Justice Nullifier, Elemental Hero Glow Neos, and Neo Space. Elemental Hero Neos and all fusion monsters that list Elemental Hero Neos as a fusion material monster gain 500 attack. Fusion monsters that list Elemental Hero Neos as a fusion material monster do not have to activate their effects during the end phase that shuffle them into the extra deck. It's okay. Triple Caribs. Whoop. Hieroglyphic tint and yellow tint with Alexa BAM. So this is another super rare. Disarm. Return 1 Gladiator Beast card from your hand to the deck, and to get the activation of the effect of a spell card and destroy it. Ballista of Rampart Smashing. If the equipped monster attacks a face-down defensive position monster, it gains 1500 attack during damage calculations only, and a spell that is a ultra rare, a third ultra rare, which this is on the info on the news. Activate only if you have 3 or more cards in your hand. Just draw 1 card. During the end phase of this turn, discard all the cards in your hand. What? Okay, that's alright, but then you might lose out on so many cards. And that... what is that? That's either a Grave Robber or a... I don't think it's Grave Robber. I think it's actually Gravekeeper Spearman, I think, and I can't really tell what that one is. So, cool. I don't have a use for it. Triple Caribs, Wink, Mega Carib, Explosion into Psychedelic Tint and Alexa BAM. So is this another Ultra? Is it a 4th Ultra Rare? And it's a normal card as well. Neo Bug. Sweet, we actually have a freaking strong bug for once. That means I definitely need to get more of these. So I'm not going to read that, but 1800, 1700. That is a amazing... Neo Flameveil Shaman. It's actually super above average because it's a 3-star 1700. That's pretty good, because you typically don't see things this strong unless there are 4 costs. If the card destroys the opponent's monster by battle while you have 3 or more Flameveil monsters in the graveyard, select 1 card in your opponent's graveyard and remove it from play. If your opponent does not have any spell cards in their graveyard when this card attacks or activates, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. It's pretty good. And our possible ultra rare, or super rare, that's a super rare, is Gladiator Beast Ondal, which is super good because it's a no cost 1900. So it's super above average, and it's a normal monster, which is pretty decent in itself, since some things can only be procced off of normal monsters, or normal monsters might be able to like be better to use against effect monsters. Like maybe effect monsters only affect other effect monsters, and a normal monster might be that in you need. So yeah, it's pretty good. I would like more of those. Oh, that was it? We're definitely going to open up 2 more, I believe. So yeah, 3 ultra rares in just these 10 packs. We got Flameveil Saber, Into the Void, which is whatever, and freaking Safiri, or I keep saying it like that, Saphira. And of course, we also got 2 more super rares, UFO Fighter and Gladiator Beast Ondal. So that was a good pull. This was a good selection, because all those are super good. This is good. These were great as well. We got these fusions, we got these fusions. All around, that's probably like one of the best 10 packs I've opened ever. I would say like 3 ultra rares, 2 super rares, and just a general amount of good cards. That was really good. Last but not least, to put this up to 22 packs. Single Karib, so probably nothing special this time around. Parry again. Finite cards. The hand size limit of each player becomes 3. That's actually usable. And My Body as a Shield. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card or monster effect that will destroy a monster on the field, except during the damage step, pay 1500 life points, negate the activation if you do destroy it. It's alright. And another single... Oh, we got some minimal hieroglyphics here. You have a Fiend's Hand Mirror and 2 fusion monsters. Shows the opponent spell card effects that target one spell or trap card to another correct target. Alright. Neospatian Twinkle Moss. Cool, I wanted another one of her. And a second Gladiator Beast Asadari. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good in itself, because this was appreciated. That's actually might be semi-useful. I just wanted another one of these just to have them. So yeah, that's not bad. So guys, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment. Here's the do. See ya.